More than 40 people were arrested as several law enforcement agencies come together to crack down on street racing. It's really become a big problem during the coronavirus pandemic. Tracy A. McPeer talked to Atlanta police about it. Tracy, what is going on?
Well, of course, drag racing is nothing new, but ever since the COVID-19 pandemic, fewer cars have been on interstates and streets across Atlanta, so basically they've been wide open. In fact, Atlanta police tell me that in the past few weeks, it's reached a fever pitch, but police say it stops now. Street racing has been on law enforcement's radar, with videos like this posted on social media near the airport back in March.
One of those out-of-control cars could easily kill a pedestrian, could easily kill another motorist.
So Atlanta police, along with other agencies, took their chopper to the skies and motor units to the streets to stop street racers in their tracks.
There are certain hot spots for racing, Midtown being one of them, or interstates being one of them.
At those spots, they arrested 44 people, these four among them. They issued 114 citations for everything from reckless driving and laying drag to possession of marijuana. They also seized 4 firearms, one of which was a semi-automatic rifle seized from a convicted felon.
Felons are not allowed to possess firearms. So there you have a convicted felon with a gun. I mean, that's ridiculous and absurd.
And they impounded 29 cars.
The impound piece is really important because, quite frankly, we want to make it as inconvenient and costly as possible for them.
Carlos Campos says it costs $175 to get a car out of impound and $25 a day for every day it's in there. Campos says this weekend's operation was a success, but adds that it's just a start. And he has a message for anyone else considering racing in the streets.
Find somewhere else to do these ridiculous antics. We're not going to have it in the city of Atlanta.
Campos says another disturbing part of this trend is the social media aspect, where drivers and people on the street put themselves in danger to get better videos. That way they can post them online and get more likes.